my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with...
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned to start the game. The new rule here in effect. Fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line. First play and a first pass for Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Drake London, the intended receiver there, but it's going to be second down. You look at the Saints defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
A gain there of 21 yards. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Falcons at 9-1 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now Cousins. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. From the red zone now, Cousins throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Throwing is Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
What now? Heavy.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12. A big first down to get away from the end zone. They run it again with Kamara. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Falcons very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Oh, some strong running. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Pete Werner coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Cousins to throw it. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now after the INT, it's Carr to the sideline and incomplete. Trying to get that one to Chris Olave, but it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away their timing.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down. To throw, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And a point after, good by Groupie. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Cousins now. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. They'll run this one right with Robinson. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. He's Bijan Robinson hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Carr's throw complete there to Johnson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. These two teams all tied after one. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action. On 2nd down, Kamara fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. On play action, Cousins. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Play action now. Cousins. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. Touchdown, Falcons. Robert Tunyon, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 117 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
You're mine.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a play fake. Carr. And that is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 2nd down. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. On play action, now Carr. And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. That's on multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So Carr departs, and Honest Blake Groupie for the Saints field goal. And his kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Brian Brzee make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down, here's Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all he can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. And there's lots of line behind it. So a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. Carr. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Throwing now is Carr. On the check down, he finds Kamara. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 107 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Play fake. Cousins. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
There he goes, left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown, And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. 2nd and 7. Here's Carr. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Hooked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 118 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. Cousins to throw it. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
A quick throw out wide to Mooney. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Back to the ground with Robinson. And room there to work it inside the 25.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. The second field goal here in his 3rd quarter and his 3rd of the game so far.
He's been an important part of the offense, that's for sure, and they may need him again before this one's said and done. So I would treat him like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. Leave him alone and let him focus.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm.
But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
with
right.
the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because
Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. His time is now run. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
10 yards, good for the Saints. 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, New Orleans.
Play action. Now it's Carr.
Open man downfield is Johnson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Carr on the move to his left. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Juwan Johnson.
A 9-yard touchdown ground.
And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And a point after, good by Groupie.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Complete to Mooney on the slant. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
Brandon, they're still in the lead. The momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence. And you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw, Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. But it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back, but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. Robinson up the middle. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Up the middle they go. McClellan. There they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. Cousins. It's complete to Robinson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. There'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's Cousins. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And this is good. He was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just about right.
Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still a very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Here's 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Carr. Under pressure, and down he goes. David Onyemata in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Here's Carr. He's got his target. It's Olave.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
6-18.
Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Will the defense pressure or sit back? Here's 4th and 5.
Now Carr, gotta have this one.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Saints 1st down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Throwing his Carr.
And his throw is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here comes 2nd down. Carr.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Carr to throw.
Steps away to his left.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Back to throw, Carr. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Group B able to add the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Atlanta, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the number one candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you? I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the number one candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Kravitz half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cop that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me, I have to tell her it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. I'm a #1 like you say. Used to kick boot on the estate back then. T90s with the Levi's matching. Rips in the denim, that's classic.
We selling slavery senses. My Twitter feed never mention these. Feeding our children these. But in the mentions with rappers ain't worth a mention. These getting attention for selling ignorant. I believe in black and I can see the rap. And I believe in cap. And I agree with cap. I believe in rap. I believe that I'm that.
Deep down in that mud, baby, now I'm climbing out. They think it'll be us when they finding out. Now we taking straight losses, lady, what you crying about? Gotta put blood, sweat, and tears in, that's what I'm dying about. Know it costs to live this life, boy, ain't no